So I have been gone for quite a while now. I haven't uploaded in about a month, but that was mainly because I just wanted to take some time off of YouTube and relax and enjoy the rest of my summer. But we did get some new looks of Toy Story 5, and I have seen the opening sequence of Toy Story 5, which I will give my thoughts later on in this video. So with that all the way, let's take a look at these new looks. So first off, we get a first look at Conan O'Brien's character, Smarty Pants, who is a potty training toy. Honestly, I actually kind of like the design of this character. He does look very cool in terms of the film, but I don't know. I'm assuming he's Bonnie's toy in the context of the film. Hopefully they utilize his character well and they don't have a bunch of cringy jokes because he's a potty training character. Then another look that only one person posted, and that was with Woody and Jesse first looks of Toy Story 5. Briefly, you can see that Woody's render is slightly different with him without the badge, because remember, this is the first Toy Story movie where Woody doesn't have his badge or his pull string. Jesse has his badge, however, and both of these look great. And then the other one is the Army of Buzz Lightyears, which I did see the opening sequence for Toy Story 5, which does show the army of Buzz Lightyears stranded on an island, which I will talk about in just a second. But I like how these designs are slightly different from our main Buzz, where the white on the top of the torso is instead black. That honestly looks very sleek and nice. But getting on to the opening sequence of Toy Story 5, yes, this got leaked on Twitter just a couple of hours ago, and I'm probably going to put it down in the description below as a link, but don't be surprised if it gets taken down because people were not meant to record this. Either way, the opening sequence does begin off with seeing Buzz Lightyear, these 50 Buzz Lightyears just stranded on an island, and already this looks nothing like any of the other Toy Story movies where you see Disney Presents, but then you see the large mountains and a bunch of Buzz Lightyears just crashed into a bunch of sand. You see a bunch of boxes everywhere, and you see a Buzz Lightyear walk into this crate with even more Buzz Lightyears. What I really love about this opening sequence is, again, it shows that these Buzz Lightyears clearly don't know that they're toys. They build the campfire, they even build a raft to get off the island. It feels very creative and largely different from any other Toy Story film that we've gotten. Either way, I'm not going to explain the entire opening sequence in case if you guys want to go see it, but I will say that I think it is great. It's not establishing anything that happened before, it's just moving right forward after the events of Toy Story 4 into here. But I'm still curious how this is overall going to play into the movie, because this army of 50 Buzz Lightyears, it doesn't really make sense. I'm assuming it's going to clash with Woody and Bo Peep since they're out in the world and they're lost toys, and maybe they're going to run into these Buzz Lightyears. But from what I'm seeing from this clip, they don't actually seem like bad guys. They're just stuck in malfunctioning play mode. They don't seem genuinely evil at all. They just don't know that they're toys, which is something that has been redone multiple times in the franchise. But hopefully, when you have a whole army of them, maybe it'll be different in the context of the film. And the music too, I'll say, in the opening sequence is really nice too. The title sequence, you see the stars go up and it creates the title Toy Story 5. That was honestly really creative. Again, I'll put the link down below, but don't be surprised if it ends up getting taken down. So yeah, that was pretty much everything we've gotten on Toy Story 5 so far. D23 did announce some more things like Disney Animation's next original movie, which does look pretty nice, and some new looks at Zootopia 2, Hoppers, and confirming Incredibles 3 does come out in 2028. But other than that, there wasn't really much news here. There is a D23 next year. I pray I can go because I'm near Anaheim, so hopefully when those tickets go on sale, I'll be able to go to the next D23 in 2026.